I just went and I thought about it, thought back to how I felt then, which was empty. And I think I got the shot was hollow and empty, and that's what it was. The writing the book, I think, was the hardest thing to do because you have to read it, hundreds of times. So you're reliving it.
But you didn't cry.
No, but I had the nightmares,
Yeah.
over and over. But I'm glad it's done. It's something I needed to do. And
Well-
hopefully it will help. And, working with the Innocent Project in Dallas, that's a key focus of mine, helping these people that go through this.
So now I'm going to kind of bring this full circle because this wasn't that long ago that all this happened. I mean, it wasn't.
16 years.
Okay, so
Yeah.
relatively speaking, not that long
Not
ago.
that long.
And for people that are trying to be entrepreneurs, they're like, well, my life's tough. I've had these bad things happen to me, and holy cow. And yet you came out swinging.
Yeah. When I came home, the next day I was working full time. Within 6 months, opened a company, and then the next year was hired as president of a baseball franchise or baseball team, and kept on going.
So Denise, again, you're knowing that, again, having personally been around you for all those struggles with this, and then and the app stuff was just a beat up. How did you decide to go about, you know what, I am not going to go through this myself. I'm not going to let these guys beat me. What was your impetus to go, typical Tim, right?
Yeah.
The Italian thing.
Yeah, it is Italian, Hispanic Italian today. Hey, so, but what was your drive for that? It's like, I obviously, again, it can't be beating you up, but there had to be something in her that made you go, I need to move on.
Well, it was really difficult to let go of just because I saw the difference it made in so many kids' lives, and I really could change the kids for the better, and the kids in turn changed their families. So I saw so much good in it. I knew it worked, and I beat my head against the wall forever trying to get that technology to work because it just is such a necessary program. And it was a couple of years ago, I just was sitting there and I thought, I dread looking at my laptop today. I don't want to deal with this. And so I talked to my business partner and I just said, I just have no passion for this anymore. It's like, I can't move it forward. And I've been stuck in this same spot for so long. And one of the big things about being a small business or an entrepreneur is the resources and the people that you connect yourself with, because everybody will tell you you have a great idea and they
Right.
love what you're doing. But I can tell you not one of those people stepped up to help me. You did, Tim. But nobody else that, I networked with or anything, not one person was there to say, hey, let me give you a hand up. So you've got to have thick skin. You can't get mad at people. You can't, you just got to look at it like, okay, this is happening to me for a reason, and I've got to figure out why it's happening, what I learned from it, so I can move on to something else.
I think that's really important to say, because I think a lot of people, and I've been part of Dallas Startup Week, and I would see people that they would throw all their eggs into one basket and they fail and then they quit.
Yeah.
They spent a year trying to build something. And you both get, again, the testament to your character and your fortitude is amazing to me. But so many people quit because it's not working. And instead of like looking at your mistakes and going like, if I tried, why don't I try something different?
Yeah.
Or talk to some experts or find a mentor. I've talked to tons, I've talked to both of you guys. It's like, I don't know what I was any good or not, but the thing is, talk to somebody that can. I'm a big person that don't listen to your friends that don't do business.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get. It's like somebody that's not dating. It's like, how can they tell you about married life? It's like, well, you ought to be doing this. Well, you've never been married. What can you say? You deadbeat. Get out of here.
Or divorced 5 times.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're not speaking from experience, though, are we, Karen? Huh?
me.
No, not you.
No.
There's no ring. There is a ring on your finger.
Yeah, I got a baseball. I'm married to my baseball.
Yeah, I was just going to say it. Yeah, you can show the bling off. Like hang it
World
to the
Series.
Yeah, but you're not bragging or anything.
No.
Not at all. So.
But you're talking about don't talk to friends. It's funny. The latest venture we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend over one day a couple of months ago, and she said, have you launched that new business? And I go, yeah. And she said, well, I haven't heard about it. I said, I don't market to my friends. I said, I just don't. I'm not going to try to sell you constantly. There's nothing more
So
annoying to me than that.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you there.
Yeah, but I don't. It's like, I want people to answer the phone when I call them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, but, okay, Karen, well, let me ask you first, Karen. Would you agree with that or not agree with that? And I'm not trying to start a fight
Oh,
here.
no, no.
Well-
No,
It's
but I'm gonna-
different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
Right, I'm
And
going to
it's
give you,
always-
I'm going to give you
always
mine, and
one-
I'm going to tell you why I think
Yeah.
you're wrong.
I mean, with me, I would market to anyone I know, but I would never push myself.
Yeah.
Right.
And pinpoint someone and say, hey, buy my book. Or,
Right.
hey, sponsor a sign at my stadium.
Right.
But I will put it out there on, if I have 100,000 followers or whatever, I would put it out there for people to see. And if they're interested, they'll contact me.
Right.
No, I've done
So,
that. I've
yeah,
definitely done
yeah,
that. I just put it out there, but I don't actively, yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
So, but here's where but you have to have a base.
Yeah.
And I do marketing products. I go online, I do marketing products, and you'll never, well, I should say maybe once every 3 or 4 months, you might see me push a product online. But I'm not pushing it like
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Yeah.
But I've got to get them aware, because if it
Yeah.
helps them out,
Yes.
if I don't put it out there, I may be denying a friend somebody that could use that information. So I would say, hey, this could really help you, with your toe fungus. It's like, oh, yeah, you want to use this because, boy, this toe fungus of yours, I didn't want to say anything about it, but by golly, you better use this.
Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Thank
No,
you.
and I have done that subtly with
Okay.
a few people when I come across things I know that they would like, or et cetera. But, yeah, I traditionally have not really gone after my friend base. I'll post stuff out there if they see it, great, but yeah.
Yeah,
don't
and I
actively
think that's
market
fine,
to
but
them.
you don't push.
No.
Yeah.
And that's sales 101 anyway.
Yeah.
And by the way, tip for you guys are entrepreneurs and starting off or startups, don't push. Again, you can't make the sale, first time around. You got to soft sell. You got to just let people information about your product. Let them know what it's like, what it can do, but don't sell them. Build up that trust and friendship first. It's like going to these meetups where you go one time, or you go to a business meeting, you go one time, and you expect people to buy stuff from you. Sparky, I don't know you. Why would I buy anything from you? I can't trust you, so I'm not buying anything from you. Build the trust. It's going to take a little time, but after that little time, if they do like you, yeah, you can go like, hey, by the way, that toe fungus, I didn't want to say anything about it, but here's this product that Denise and Karen sell. Healthcare. See, I'm leading into that, guys. So the health stuff. But yeah, you might want to use this. And, okay, thanks. I
Yeah,
didn't.
you have a few wrinkles, Tim. You might want to use
Oh,
Let's pull our little efforts here and see what we can recommend for Tim.
Oh boy, here we go. I knew this was a mistake to have you guys on the show. So now coming somewhat full circle again, a little bit about what you guys. When I mentioned this to both of you guys, it's like both of y'all's eyes just sparkled up, because Nonstop Bella is do it yourself. It's a lifestyle, but there's also like cosmetics. And Karen, I know you have your own line of cosmetics. So when I mentioned cosmetics to both of you guys, your eyes both lit up. It's like, oh, we got to exchange numbers. We got to get to know each other a little bit better.
And that's networking. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have something and it's in common, it's like the first thing. I was excited when you said, you were into that, and I was like, okay, let's get together.
Yes.
Let's
Have
see what we can
lunch.
do. Let's see what we can do. Push things and see
Yeah.
if we can, help each other, push each other. Yeah.
So the cosmetic line, that's a familiar line for ladies and for men, not as much, but again, there's still some familiarity there. Why did y'all pick the type of cosmetics that you're doing? Why? What is it about those cosmetics that you both do? And you could give your email or your website address at this point now too. So.
Oh, nonstopbella.com.
Okay, but what is it about your products that people?
I don't actually have my own line of any products.
Right.
So what I do is I promote affordable products and fashion for women. I've never been a label person. My mother just raised me that way. My mother could make anything beautiful. And we would play this game when I was little where we would go shopping, and we would sit in the store, and she'd go, okay, you go this way, I go this way. We have this amount of money. We'll get together in 30 minutes and see who has the best deals.
Oh,
That's
We'd
good.
get together.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love
And this
it.
is from like elementary school. And we'd sit there and we'd look at stuff, and my mother would say, maybe it's a belt. Well, we can make this a necklace or a bracelet, and we can
Oh.
do this and we can do that. So my entire life, I've always shopped that way because my mother taught me that it doesn't have to be expensive to look expensive and look good if it's well made. So it's always been my hobby. And I've had people call me my entire life, all my friends, Denise, where can I get this top that I don't have to pay a ton? Where can I get this? Where can I get this? And I had a friend a couple of years ago who married a billionaire, and she called me and she said, can you find these earrings for me? And I said, well, why don't you just buy those? And she said, no, I know you can find them for me. And they were $75,000.
Oh,
And
Nice
so-
earrings.
Yeah.
right.
She wanted to wear them at her wedding. And so I went online, and within an hour, I had like 20 pairs of earrings from $5 to $20 that looked exactly like them. And I sent her all the links. She's like, how do you do that? I said, I don't know how not to do that. I said, it's just
Yeah.
how my brain works. So that's kind of how I got into Nonstop Bella, was when I lost my passion for one and had to take a break from it. I thought, what do I love to do? I love fashion and just finding things that work that don't cost a fortune. And my skincare, I literally use 2 products. I use Retin-A and a Korean moisturizer, and that's it. And
Wow.
that's all I've used.
Wow, you look fantastic.
But I just don't understand, people buy all this stuff, and I think I just got into, I think people really want a little bit of minimalism and not
Simplicity.
all of,
I think it's
yes,
simplicity.
because
Yeah.
you see all the videos now where the makeup, it's like, oh my God, how much more stuff are they going to spackle on their face?
Right.
And, and I'm just not that way, but I just believe you can look good and not have to spend a fortune if you just know where to look. And so that's kind of how Nonstop Bella got started. My program for kids, Going Nonstop, and we also have Nonstop Fuel, which is healthy vending machines. So I have Nonstop Bella, so it all ties together. So when I want to revisit the kid program, I can just slide it right in it all together.
Right. Karen, well, I do this for a living, don't I?
Do you really?
I'm from Grand Prairie. You can tell, can't you? So, yeah, the Gophers. I just threw them under the bus, and the Warriors too. Gophers. I was a Grand Prairie Gopher. I know,
I know
right?
you were.
The hate. So Karen, your line, it's a holistic.
Yeah.
And,
Holistic.
but there's some
very-
synergy
yeah.
between the both
and
of you
it's
guys.
simple. It's one, one sunscreen.
You just happen to bring some stuff.
I'm gonna bring it,
yeah.
one sunscreen, and then
I
one
think-
kind of like a,
can you hold it up?
like a infused hyaluronic. So
Oh, I can't
it's
wait to
very
try it.
simple. Well,
Yeah.
This is all your set. So it's simple.
Oh,
This
I'm
is all there
excited.
is to it, and then you have a couple masks, and that's it. But that's all. It's a simple line, but it's more. It penetrates. It's stronger, and it's made from extracts, actives that are holistic.
What are the struggles for both of
Botanicals.
you guys in for the cosmetics? What are the struggles for that, Denise? That to get people aware of it.
I believe social media has really changed the way people look at everything. And a lot of times, if it's not attached to a trend or a celebrity or what someone else is doing, they're kind of not really interested. They think, oh, it must not be good if I don't know about it, if so-and-so's not using it. Again, I've never been a label person, and it was actually really funny when I was growing up at Christmas. My mother, I'd open things and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And my sister would be like this and look at the label and go, I don't think so. And I'd go, I'll take it. So it's just never been important to me. I just want things that work. And so I think the challenge is just getting people to understand you don't have to follow someone. You really just want results.
There are niches for that.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that in a minute, because Karen, I want to talk about the struggles for your cosmetic line also. Again, it's amazing what you've got. It's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But again, there's struggles to get that out there.
Oh yeah, competition, lots.
Lots, yeah.
I had no idea that
Oh, yeah, you
particular
saw that.
world. Yes, I did. I had no idea that
Lots.
the world was that competitive. I actually, this is really funny. You're going to find this really funny. I have an online store for eyeliner makeup. Well, because I know
What
women.
color, what
I
color are you
know.
wearing
Oh, here we go
today?
again.
Can I
All
borrow
right.
He's
yours?
wearing nude.
I know, you guys are killing me. No, but I have a Facebook store online for that. I've had it before I met you guys, and it's tough to promote.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had no idea. It's probably my least selling product online
Yeah.
because there's so much
So
competition.
much. And you have to continually be on it.
That's the whole thing. I don't have time
Yeah.
to be continually on it. Do you guys have? You guys can't continually be on social media either, can you? I mean, that's,
I mean,
It's
isn't that,
hard.
It's hard. I mean, I think I have